This is the Week 4 matchup of the Los Angeles Rams at the Chicago Bears. Brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Okay, Rams and Bears fans, how you feeling going into Week 4? Let's see. The Rams held San Francisco to 24 points, eking out the victory at home, which is kind of a home game for San Francisco if you look at the crowds there. Regardless, Stafford holds his forecast at 220 yards and a score. Kyren Williams finally shows up with a great fantasy day. Very 2023 of him. 30 fantasy points, 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Demarcus Robinson disappoints with only 1 catch. And here's the surprise performance of the day, Tutu Atwell. Now the Chicago Bears, they lost last week on the road. Caleb Williams got 19 fantasy points. I feel like when I watch him, like he cannot hit receivers, and somehow he has 363 yards. Anyway, he has 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, pulling a decent fantasy day. DJ Moore still gets some production. DeAndre Swift, not much production. Odunze shows up with a nice day, 20 fantasy points, 112 yards, and a touchdown. People are thinking he really is connecting well with Caleb Williams. And out of nowhere, Kmet comes up with 21 fantasy points with almost 100 yards and a touchdown. Roschon Johnson also is there for 8 fantasy points. No one predicted that one, getting almost 60 yards on a 1-point forecast. Taking a look at this week's matchup, Stafford is predicted at 14, Kyren Williams is projected at 12, Demarcus Robinson 7, and everyone else is under 7, so not a great fantasy forecast for the Rams. The Chicago Bears defense held Houston to 19 points on the road and Indy to 21 on the road. So that's, if my math is correct, we may not see more than 2, maybe 3 total touchdowns this week. 7 sacks, 4 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. Those are good numbers for only having 3 weeks of play under the belts. And by the way, Tennessee in Week 1, they scored 2 touchdowns. So that is certainly in their wheelhouse. Chicago Bears bring Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, maybe Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, Odunze, Kmet. I stuck on there just because he had a good week last week. I'm thinking about picking him up. I have Evan Ingram on one of my teams. I'm not sure he's healthy yet, but even though I busted on Hunter Henry last week because I haven't seen a tight end have back-to-back good weeks, let's try it again and see if Kmet can pull it out again. Rams defense held Detroit to 26, San Francisco to 24, but they did allow 41 to Arizona. Yikes. They have 4 sacks, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, so that defense is not what we're used to seeing from the Rams. So I think, the Bears are favored. It's an okay production from an over-under standpoint. We'll see how they go. Thanks for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 4. God bless.